Good morning, dear viewers. This is Spoon TV with me, Sylvester Chirople, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, is departing Liberia for Indonesia and the People's Republic of China. The President just arrived here at the Ribos International Airport. So here the president will disembark his vehicle and make his way in the VIP lodge. Get prepared. There you have the president, His Excellency, the president of the Republic of Liberia, there and alongside his wife, the first lady of the Republic of Liberia. So, again, folks, good morning wherever you watch us from. We are here live at the Ribos International Airport on this important day as Liberia takes another significant step toward strengthening its international relationships. Just recently, the President, His Excellency President Joseph Boakai, returned from the United States of America, where he participated in the 124th National Black Business Conference in Atlanta, Georgia. That conference, of course, laid down groundwork for promising opportunities, particularly in fostering partnerships with black-owned businesses in the United States of America. And of course, that trip impacts of that trip are expected to bring considerable economic benefits to Liberia, especially in terms of business investments, trade, relationships, and job creation. It is clear that the President Boakai's diplomatic engagements abroad are focused on bringing tangible results to improve the lives of Liberians. Now, in less than a week, the President is embarking on another important journey, this time to Asia, accompanied by a high-level delegation. President Boakai will first travel to Indonesia to attend the second Indonesia-Africa Forum in Bali from September 1 to the 3rd. And the forum is a crucial platform for advancing Liberia's interests, particularly in agriculture and trade. And of course, that forum focuses on enhancing Liberia's capacities in sectors like oil palm, rice, and rubber production, of course. So basically, Indonesia, with its vast experience and success in these industries, represents a valuable partner for Liberia as we seek to boost local production and create value-added industries. And of course, Liberia stands to benefit from partnerships in areas like public health, energy, petroleum, and of course, water sanitation. We hope that these engagements will help create opportunities for scholarships, and scientific research, which are crucial for our country's development. So, as we bring you this live coverage of the president's departure to Indonesia and China, this historical ties between Liberia and Indonesia dating back to 1950s are rooted in shared struggles for independence and self-determination. So for Indonesia and Liberia, they have a common shares of fighting for independence and self-determination in the 1950s. So as President Boakai himself mentioned, this visit marks 69 years of friendship and cooperation, a relationship built on Afro-Asian solidarity that has endured through decades. All right, so the president is already in. We are just awaiting, to come out. So he and his delegates can depart. So following the Indonesia leg of the trip, the president will proceed to China, where he will attend the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation from September 4 to the 6th in Beijing. And of course, that forum is equally significant for Liberia's future. China has been one of Africa's largest trading partners, and President Boakai sees this as an opportunity to secure investment in Liberia's infrastructure, energy, and manufacturing sectors. All right, so his recent trip in the USA, his focus was on agriculture, energy, education, and of course, having a stronger economy. So, similarly, this trip aligns directly with his arrest agenda, a vision aimed at transforming Liberia into a nation with a sustainable modern economy. So, China is a developing nation, according to research, of course. So, China is one of those countries in Asia that is fast developing. So the president trip into China, we hope that it could be a successful one because China's investment in roads, bridges, and energy are expected to create jobs and improve the quality of life for the average Liberian. China has been a long partner to Liberia. Most of our roads, bridges, they are being constructed by the Chinese companies and organizations. So it is important that also emphasize the importance of the officials who accompany the president, President Boakai. His delegation includes First Lady Katumu Y. Boakai, Foreign Minister Sarah Besri Nyanti, Minister of Health Dr. Louis M. Boto, Agriculture Minister Dr. J. Alexander Nutter, and Commerce Minister Ami Mudai. Also accompanying the President are Public Works Minister Roland L. Giddens, the NRC Chairman Jeff Blimbo, Sano County Senator Augustine Chi, Grenku County Representative Nathaniel Bawe, and Liberia Maritime Authority Commissioner Nito Zaza Lengi. So that's according to information recently placed on the Ministry of Information and Cultural Affairs official Facebook page. So these key officials are tasked with pushing Liberia's agenda forward in better sectors, ensuring that every engagement brings about positive impacts back home. So they are not just on the trip to maybe Mirror Lake to show some level of diplomacy, but to make sure that the president's trips are successful. I mean, his trip to Indonesia and China. All right, so this time around, the president, officials are a bit in number. because the president is going in two countries, two Asian countries. All right, so the trip to China will offer Liberia an opportunity to explore new avenues for cooperation in areas like security, maritime affairs, and trade expansion. So, the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police, Gregory Common, the National Security Advisor, Samuel Kofi Hughes, and National Port Authority Managing Director Sekou Dukli are also part of this delegation. So that's it. Liberia's participation in these high-level forums is a testament to our nation's growing prominence on international stage. So it is also good to let you know that while President Boakai is away, the governance of the country remains in steady hands, and the Minister of Justice, Councillor N. Oswe Toye, will assume leadership responsibilities, chairing the cabinet and coordinating state affairs in consultation with the president. It is because the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs is also on the trip, so the Minister of Justice is now taking the affairs of Liberia until the president returns on the 8th of next month, September. So please stay with us. We are coming to you live from the Rabas International Airport. This is Spoon TV with me, Sylvester Chidople, as we watch President Boakai and his delegation prepare to depart. It is clear that the outcomes of these trips have the potential to significantly impact our economy, infrastructure, and international standing. Looking at the level of delegations that accompany the president, all of the officials that we just named according to the information ministry. We hope that these trips can bring an impact, a positive impact specifically to Liberia. And I hope the goal is to bring back meaningful partnerships and investment that will create jobs, enhance agriculture and industry, and improve the well-being of all Liberians, of course. And that is the most important aspect, improving the well-being of every Liberian. So let's try to get out there and see how the atmosphere looks like. All right, so see. The AFL officers are posted to pay courtesy to the Liberian chief executive as he departs Liberia for Indonesia and China here at the Rabat International Airport. So the recent trip, or the last trip of the president to the United States of America, specifically in Atlanta, Georgia, the president did make a series of engagements, and upon his arrival he told us that him and his delegation did actually make a positive impact. They engage with international business tycoons, educators, CEOs, and there were a lot of discussions that were held in terms of economic investment to Liberia and strong partnership through the education. The president visited several universities in the USA, including the Clark Limetown University, where he told Liberians that moving forward, Liberian students and faculty members who have the opportunity for exchange programs and also engage other partners from the agricultural sector to come back in Liberia and invest in the energy sector and so forth. So the president is now departing again. There you have the Minister of State for that's Minister of State with our portfolio, Minister Mamaka Bedete. They're making their way to the commercial area of the airport. So the president is still in preparing. Once he comes out, we will be proceeding to the commercial terminal of this airport. We have not seen the flight that the president is boarding, but usually he boards the Aska airline.
Okay. Got my hands full of. That was it. You thought of me now, right?
So the presidential press secretary, as usual, is traveling with the president. So taking a few words from her. Madam Press Secretary, welcome to Spoon TV.
Thank you and good morning.
Okay.
How are you this morning?
I'm good, good.
Thanks for all you continue to do. As you know, we're about to go, so I'll just speak really quickly.
Okay.
The president is heading the Liberian delegation to Indonesia to attend the second Indonesia-Africa conference that's been organized in Bali. And the president will be heading this delegation. The team leaves here today and arrive in Bali tomorrow. The president will have a very busy week. He expected to meet a number of different individuals, including his counterpart, the president of Indonesia, and other leaders, business leaders, again, to make the case for Liberia, the investment plan. There's also a plan to have a meeting with the chief executive of Golden Beryllium. As you know, it's a company here in Liberia. There have been some issues, and the plan is to also have a number of different discussions with them and other business organizations in Indonesia.
Good, good. So when is the president returning?
From Indonesia, the president heads to China, in Beijing and other areas, Guangzhou, and meeting other leaders as well at FOCA, the Forum for Africa Cooperation that's happening there. And then the delegation will return to Liberia on September 11th.
Okay, September 11th. Okay, great, wonderful.
So as the president leaves, the Justice Minister, Honorable Oswald Twe, will head the cabinet in consultation with the Vice President and the President by telephone. So again, thank you again.
So just one quick question. I noticed that the trip of the president, this trip, the president is going with most of the cabinet members. Is it because he's going in two countries? And what do we expect with all of these cabinet officials that are going along with the president?
Well, there are a number of different cabinet officials going to this one. So you have sector-specific ministers. You have the Minister of Agriculture that will be on this visit. You have the Minister of State without portfolio, Honorable Boakai, as well as the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, because there have been a number of discussions that have been happening, different projects have been discussed. So as a follow-up, they will be on this. They are on this Indonesia visit. For China, as you know, the China Corporation is a very major meeting where all of Africa will be there, all heads of, well, majority of the heads of states will be there of the 54 countries on the continent. So it's going to be a very big forum, and there are a number of different discussions in the sector of agriculture, education, health. So those ministers, energy, and a number of different areas. So those ministers will go to attend those meetings so that they're able to follow up on the different discussions, and particularly what Liberians stand to benefit from those engagements.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Lupe.
Okay, so Madam Kula Fofana is the Presidential Press Secretary to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, and President Joseph Nyoma Boakai. And of course, we are coming to you live from the Rabos International Airport. And this is Spoon TV with me, Sylvester Chidople. So the President is still preparing to come out and make his way to the commercial area of the airport. So officers of the AFL, the Armed Forces of Liberia, are respectfully posted and posted to receive the President and display their army ceremony, and then the President will depart Liberia this morning. So they are all posted and set to pay respect to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia. So we are still here posted and awaiting the President to come out. So the President is departing Liberia for two Asian countries. There are separate programs that the President is going for. The President is beginning with the Indonesia Africa Forum, which takes place from the 1st to the 3rd of September. And right after that forum, the President will be heading to China, the People's Republic of China, for the China-Africa Summit. So next week will be a very, very busy week for the President and his entourage in Asia. When he returns, I'm sure he will be preparing for the United Nations General Assembly, which commences beginning the 10th of September to the 26th. So the President will also go for that assembly. So all of these happenings will be in September. So the entire September month will be an engaging period for the President internationally. All right. So we really hope that as the President makes all of these engagements, the impact, that positive impact, can be felt in our communities, in our neighbors, and of course in the lives of Liberians in general. So once the President travels and he returns, he usually brings good news for the people of Liberia. Every trip that the President makes, he brings back the good news. From United States to Asia, the last time he went to South Korea, he brought good news. From the scholarship level to technology, agriculture, energy, and so forth. And so now the President is now making his way again in Asia. This time he's now using one stone to kill two birds. One trip visiting two potential countries. And of course, Indonesia has a very strong history of having strong agriculture, background. And likewise, China. We all know the history of China. China is a highly, developing nation that is strong in a technological aspect. When it comes to technology, China is a giant in Asia, and even the economy of China is very strong. So once the President visits these countries, obviously Liberians should expect positive impacts, positive news from the President's trip. So we hope that, like the Presidential Press Secretary just told us, that the President is departing Liberia today and he's returning on the 11th of September. That's a week plus. a week plus trip. The president is making this come around. A week plus trip. The president is making this come around, and this come around he's going along with a number of cabinet officials. I'm not too sure, but it seems like this trip of the president, he's actually going with the highest number of government officials. So the president, here comes the president, His Excellency, President Joseph Boakai alongside his wife, Madam Cartman Boakai. There you have the His Excellency, the president. So here comes the president's motorcade here at the Rabas International Airport.
Okay, one to Abraham.
So the president and his wife, Madam Cartman Boakai, the president. That's one. see smile on the face of the First Lady as she walks alongside her husband, who is the President of the Republic of Liberia. So folks, there you have it. The president is about to finally depart. So the president and his delegates are now entering the plane.
Aqui, olha. Pedro. Pedro.
So we going downstairs to bring you how the flat. So as usual, the president is going with Aska. So we are proceeding to the VIP lodge to see the president departing. So welcome back. We are coming to you live from the Rabos International Airport, specifically at the VIP Lodge, the presidential area. So His Excellency the president of the Republic of Liberia, in less than a week after his trip to the USA, the president is having another trip this time around in Asia for 2 summits. The first one will be in Indonesia and to attend the second Indonesia Africa Forum in Berlin from the 1st to the 3rd of September. And that summit will follow the China Africa Summit, which commences from the 4th to the 6th. So Indonesia and Liberia have a strong historical ties dating back to the 1950s, rooted in shared struggles for independence and self-determination in terms of governance and development. So as President Boakai himself mentioned, obviously, that this visit marks 69 years of friendship and cooperation, a relationship built on Afro-Asian solidarity that has endured through decades ago. So, like we told you, following that Indonesian leg of trip, the president will proceed to China, where he will attend the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation from the 4th to the 6th of September in Beijing. The forum is equally significant for Liberia's future, and China has been one of Africa's largest trading partners. And President Boakai sees this as an opportunity to secure investment in Liberia's infrastructure, energy, and manufacturing sectors. These are the areas China has a strength. When you talk about energy, you talk about the manufacturing sector, China is very strong. So this trip aligns directly with President Boakai's arrest agenda, a vision aimed at transforming Liberia into a nation with a sustainable and modern economy. So is that modern economy the president and his officials are making sure within the period of 6 years, and Liberia can turn a new leaf of development and more job creations, to see positive changes in our energy sector, the sanitation, the agriculture, and nearly all of our infrastructures, our sectors. Now the key focus of the president, according to his arrest agenda, is actually on rural infrastructure, agriculture, sanitation, the rule of law. So that's why you see the president, of recent, going in and out, and making sure to engage with international partners, engage with other head of states, and to discuss some potential issues that have the tendency of developing Liberia. So September will definitely be a basic month, as the president has several trips both in Asia and the USA, and we hope that his engagements will yield a fruitful result for every Liberian, and to see his dream comes true, his dream to make Liberia better, his dream to see Liberia living from one developmental stage to another. His dream to see the rule of law be stronger than it is. His dream to see the agricultural sector be more potential in terms of self-sufficiency, food production, especially in rice production. So I understand also the president and his officials are very, very keen in the issue of rice production. Indonesia has some strength in rice production, so we look forward as the president is as the agriculture minister is accompanying the president, and we are hopeful that the minister can work with other international partners in Indonesia and see how best what Indonesia can offer Liberia and also Liberia can offer Indonesia. So we really look forward to a successful trip for the development of Liberia. So it is good to note that this delegation of the president's trip includes the First Lady of Liberia, Madam Katumu Boakai, the Foreign Minister, Madam Sarah Beslo-Nyati, the Minister of Health, Dr. Louis Mboto, Agriculture Minister, Dr. J. Alexander Nutter, the Commerce Minister, Ami Mondar. Also accompanying the President, Public Works Minister, Roland Giddens, NRC Chairman Jeff Blebo, Sino County Senator Augustine Chi, and other officials. So the flight is about to take off. The rain start falling now, right? Let's see. Should I bring umbrella? No. I just managed to make a stop. Yes. So folks, it has started raining, so we have to better reposition ourselves so that we could protect our camera here. Take out. flight has started rolling.
Professional work. And when I did after you say, you be doing your work, someone stop you said, look at me.
So there you have it. We are witnessing the departure of His Excellency, the President, and his delegate to Indonesia and subsequently to the People's Republic of China in Asia. The President is returning to Liberia on the 11th of September. That's according to the Presidential Press Secretary. The President, as he goes, he is expected to make several engagements. And there you have it. there you have it. The President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency, the President Joseph Boakai, of course, as you saw it, just departed Liberia for 2 countries in Asia. His first stop will be in Indonesia for the Indonesia Forum, Africa Forum. And then that forum begins from the 1st of September to the 3rd, after which the President will then proceed to China, the People's Republic of China, for the China-Africa Summit. All right, so the President will be there to the 8th, and then the 9th he will start making way to Liberia. According to the presidential press secretary, the President will be back on the 11th of September. So while the President is away, the Minister of Justice, Councillor Otoe, will govern the citizens, the leadership of Liberia for that period, because the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Minister Sylvester Gillespie, is on the trip. So altogether, we expect a positive trip, a successful trip from the President in terms of energy and agriculture and technology, especially international engagements that will bring results to Liberia, specifically. So that's it. Sylvester Chudokwe is my name. We are here live at the Rabos International Airport. Thanks so very kindly for